Hey there, folks. My name is Michael Bertrand, and this topic is gonna piss some people off because it's gonna make it sound to some people who leap to conclusions way too fast and get their feelings hurt as a hobby that I'm saying that we nerds bring bullying on ourselves. And I'm not justifying anything. I'm just explaining, okay? Now, if an explanation feels like it's trying to make you more sympathetic towards someone, that's your business. Okay. Here's the thing. Being around someone who's socially awkward is painful to others. We are actually dangerous to them. Not on purpose, obviously. We're not maliciously trying to hurt them. It's more like we're an enthusiastic, clumsy, and unpredictable animal who at any second might do something that they will find very offensive, rude, insensitive, or even something that's just off the scale to them. They can't even believe anyone would do that, because they're acting from a far more informed social context than we are. So they actually have cause to fear us, even as we sit there wagging our tails with big innocent eyes, totally not intending to hurt them. We're still pretty likely to, knock over the good china and take down a couple of bookcases and maybe even scare the hell out of the cat, We are really hard for them to be around for that reason. You can imagine that if you were with someone who totally innocently, and without ever intending to, might suddenly slap you across the face or knee you in the balls, it doesn't matter that they're mentally innocent. You just don't want to be around that person. It's hard for us in the nerd community to see this because we don't have the social skills to see it. And so from our socially naive point of view, it seems like they're getting angry at us for nothing. They're getting angry at us for something that we don't understand, don't see. So for them to say, but you broke this social rule or whatever, it's like they're saying, you hurt the invisible man. Oh, really? And I only have your word for that, right? But these things are real. At least they're real to the normal people we're dealing with. The nice thing about the fact that we don't perceive these things is that we can be around one another and behave normally and generally not anger or hurt anybody. We just don't have the social perception to understand something that is perfectly normal to us, perfectly rational, perfectly reasonable, perfectly understandable, but would be, rude or confusing or just plain bizarre to someone else, to someone who's not a nerd. Now, again, I'm not trying to blame us. I'm just trying to equip us better. Because I think that with this knowledge, you have to accept that no matter how smart you are and how much knowledge you have in your brain, there are things that you don't know and don't understand, and that doesn't mean that they're not important. They're actually extremely important, and they're very, very important if you want to just get on with people. You can hide behind a wall of arrogance and go, well, they just don't get me, or their tiny minds can't comprehend me, or they can't handle how real I am. But you're going to be the one who's isolated and lonely and dateless. So if you ever want to, find a mate and or just be more popular at the office. You have to open your mind to social skills. And they're not something that you're going to just memorize. They're not just a set of rules, and as long as you don't break those rules, you're fine. You're going to have to actually develop social understanding, and that involves thinking about other people and looking at things from their point of view and asking yourself, why do they think what they do? Why do they act what they do? What kind of person are they? And that means, and this is going to be the hardest thing for you, it means you have to open your heart. And we nerds are very bad when it comes to opening our heart. We can have the openest minds in the world and embrace all kinds of out there ideas and forward-thinking visions and everything. But when it comes to our emotions, we tend to be a tight, tiny vault full of suppression. But empathy, and that's what's key to this social sense, is an emotional connection to others. You have to be able to look at things from their point of view in order to understand what they want, how they do what they do, why they do what they do. And that means you're going to have to open your mind to minds that are extremely different than yours, to people with whom you have nothing in common. Some people won't do that. Some people at least claim they can't do that. I'm not in their skull, so I can't judge. But that is what you're going to have to do. Otherwise, they're going to just keep treating us like the big, dumb, clumsy animals that we are. And they're not going to want to have anything to do with you. Those are my thoughts for today, folks. Talk to you later.